But please deal with us. This is the day we were waiting for many years. Jain Center of Connecticut was waiting for this day for many years, and I think to be exact, I think it's 37 years.
37 years.
37 years. So this is like a history-making day for Jain Center of Connecticut. We are a very small center, and there were some challenges, but finally we did it. But this effort for this Derasa was going on for many years, past like 5-6 years. We were working on this one constantly. Many previous committee worked on that, and they passed on the mission to the next committee, and finally we become the NIMIT to get this thing executed finally, because of all the hard work and efforts from both JCC past committee members and HCC committee members. So we are very lucky to have this Pratishtha Day finally arrive, and we have such a great presence. We have presence from Connecticut Sangh. We have our neighboring states. We have Poughkeepsie Sangh. We have Middletown Sangh. We have members from Boston Sangh, New York, and New Jersey. So this is really great to have everybody here. Another good fortunate we are here is that we have many of our past presidents, past founding members, and past committee members. A lot of them are here, and that's a very important, because they can see that all the hard work they put in the past, right from the day they founded the JCC till now. And we are lucky that they actually able to attend this function today, and and we have their blessings. A couple of things we will do today. In the interest of time, we'll move fast because we want to make sure that we have the main event is still pending, which is the Pratishtha. So we'll start around 12:15 or so that 12:39 is our muhurat to do the Pratishtha. So very quickly, at this point, if I ask all my current committee members to come forward, please. Everyone, please come. Thank you. This committee has worked very hard along with me, but these are not the only people who help to reach this place. We have our Derasa committee members. If I can have Derasa committee members also come here, please. We started this work early in the year once we signed the MOU with the HCC, and since then we are working day and night. Every Friday evening, 1 hour conference call turned into 3-hour call, 9:30 p.m. because Hernis wakes up early in the morning in India time to join the call, and 1 hour becomes 3 hours, like pretty much every time, and then Sunday night call, and then impromptu committee meetings to decide certain things. But all the efforts we did, and sometime, this is my story, but I'm sure it's true. At home, the wife gets like, okay, what are you doing? I mean, you're living in this house or not? And the kids too, yes. My kids, like my daughter says, Dad, don't think about HCC, please. Stay with me. She says she's going to announce once everything is done. She said, okay, now finally I will get my dad back. Okay.
Clap for wife and kids.
So all the hard work, all the effort, I think it's all worth it finally to achieve this day. So thank you everybody, all the committee members, all the Derasa committee members. And the number of faces you see, they are not the only one, because there is a spouse behind the scenes doing another additional work. So I can't give everybody's name, but like I will say, there are so many people who help us reach this stage. So I want to thank you everyone. You know who you are. So thank you very much. And yes, family members and spouse, yes. Without their support, we could not spend time to get to this level. At this time, two things we'll do. We are going to recognize our founding members. There are many members over past many years who have helped with the growth of JCC, but we want to recognize especially four members of Jain Center of Connecticut. I'm sorry, I'm so thirsty right now. Who actually came up the idea of okay, we do need Jain Center of Connecticut here for to teach our children and grandchildren and generations about the Jainism. And they came up with the idea and they started this Jain Center of Connecticut 37 years ago. And today it has grown so much. We have many students through the Pathshala. They are now alumni, they are adult, they are fathers, and their kids are attending Pathshalas. And because of their effort, today we have our kids attending Pathshala. And we are able to make sure that they know our religions and appreciate what it has to offer to everybody, the whole humankind. So at this point, I'm going to invite Hans Uncle. Hold on 1 minute. Logistic.
Move the color. Move the color.
Okay, Hans Uncle, if you can please come forward. Oh, I can come close to. And Usa Auntie. Hans Uncle and Usa Auntie, please. I'm going to quickly read. Jain Center of Connecticut acknowledge Sri Hans and Usam Maru on the occasion of our Derasar, Adar Abhishek Pratishtha celebration. We acknowledge with sincere thanks your selfless leadership in establishing the Jain Center of Connecticut and for the inspiration and spiritual upliftment of current and future generation of Jain. 3rd September 2018.
Thank you very much, my friends, families, and children. It's been great 40 years. At times it seemed like impossible occurrence, having a small center with temple. But it has happened. You guys have made it happen under difficult circumstances sometimes. So it's will be, I think the thing is to take the center to new state, not just sustaining it, but producing adaptive benefits to the members, young and old. So thank you very much. I wish to meet everybody and learn from them. Thank you very much.
The next our one of the founding member we would like to recognize is Dinesh Uncle and Anila Auntie. We'll come there. I think yesterday so I was talking to Anila Auntie. I think she said like the whole thing happens at your dining table.
My dining table, 28 Mayfair Road. Sorry, we recently, last January, we sold our house. And we are very happy our dream came true. And today I saw the temple and I'm so happy. I grew up in the temple, which is in Chaveri. If somebody knows, our temple is very chamatkari, and every day we have to go in the morning, go to the temple, then we do anything else. But just as soon as you wake up, you have to go. So I am very happy.
The next two members, so I'm going to invite Aswin Uncle and Jaysri Auntie. He asked me, he wants to speak. I said, okay, knowing you, I don't think I can give you microphone.
We may have started the center 37 years ago, but there are 11 other presidents who took this center to this point today. And we are very, very proud because our dream came true, and Amar and his hard-working committee has done a super job, and that's why we have the temple here. The coordination from the NCC, they invited us wholeheartedly, and we accepted the offer. And that's why we are here. Now we have a temple. So what do? We want everybody to take part into that, make a priority to come here for a darshan, puja, snatra puja, or simply meditation. But please do come. And this is the only way, to bring your soul to spirituality, to attain the nirvana. Okay? So please do that. Please take part wholeheartedly. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. The next one, we have Naveen Chera and Vimla Aunty. Again, when I was talking to Analanti, she mentioned that the JCC Constitution, the person who wrote the, or drafted the JCC Constitution was Naveen Uncle.
I'll be brief. They say the mighty river starts with a small stream, and sometimes it's just an accident. But the way the seed for this thing was germinated at our house, where our son Neil, about 5, and Hanspai's son Vivek, same age, and we were there and we were telling them about Namorintarang and Mahavir Swami. And after about 3 minutes of our lecture to those 5-year-old kids, I said, do you understand? And at that time, both of us told us, yes. I said, what do you understand? He said, Mahavir Swami is an Indian God and Jesus Christ is a regular God. So at that time we knew that we have a problem, we need to do these things. And thanks to this lady and Usha, they started plus few other ladies, we started this informal Pathsala. We wouldn't call it Jain Center, but that was the little stream which turned into a big river. Secondly, those kids who have attended here Pathsala, my son and my daughter was one of them. And typical, whenever we went to Pathsala, her answer would be, question would be, oh, again we have to go to Pathsala? I said, yes. The first year in college, at Vassar College, the first semester, her roommate was a Mormon from Utah and her parents and blah, blah. They invited her for a dinner. And they took her to a steakhouse. So Monica told the waiter that I don't eat any steak or this, that and whatever, and can you pick me up some vegetable and rice? So one of the friend of the girl's parent, who was a big Mormon conversion guy, he started haranguing her. So what is wrong with eating meat and this, that and all other things? And Monica kept on arguing with her all the things. So she called me up next day. She said, Dad, remember I went to all the Pathsala? All the reasoning that I learned, I was able to argue. And later on she became a lawyer. So there are some benefits of the Pathsala also. And lastly, we are in South Jersey near Philadelphia. But when I come here, it's like feeling like I'm home. So thank you. Thank you. And these guys have done a tremendously great job. And lastly, 5 years ago, I had been in this room with the President Pramila, Dr. Nathan, and few of our committee members when we were negotiating, and we thought we were almost there. And then one of the committee member of the HCC somehow or other wasn't cooperating, and he had his own hang-up, so ultimately things just died down. But these guys, under new management of HCC and their hard work, when this thing happened, I was so happy because we tried and we came very close, but it didn't materialize. But now this is done. Thank you.
As Naveen Uncle mentioned, we are very grateful for even the HCC committee members, past committee members and current committee members. They were very supportive of us. And that's why, we sort of decided to stay with HCC and start our Derasa here. And they were supporting from the day one, made accessible, for us to access this room, provided all the facilities, help us with the parking, help us with the permits and everything. So we are very, very grateful for their support. The next person we will like to recognize, and you saw the committee, the Derasar committee, and we were in America. You know, we had when we signed the MOU, we said, all right, when should we do the Derasar? And Damimi said, we will start Pathshala here in September. So if we get this thing done before the producer, that will be great. Had no clue what I was getting into. But this one person, now we Gujarati में कहे तन मन and धन थी जेने अपनी अपनी मदद करी है. One person, her Nissa, he was in India. Now remember, we are. Of stories very quickly. So we are all in America, we have no idea, and we are talking about, okay, what kind of pratima we'll bring, and what will be the size, and how everything go, and we have no idea, correct? So some of the folks in Derasar committee, they guide us, like Kailas auntie and Ashwin uncle. But then we have a harness sitting in India, he's doing all the research. He will talk to like 15 different people, he will talk to Maharaj Sahib, he will talk to Silpkar, he will talk to people who already made Derasar in India, and he will collect all this information, do the research, and say, okay, I think we should do this. We should have this size pratima, this Silpkar is great, he does good job, blah, blah, blah. And like we are all here in America, and he asked, should we go ahead? And we say, okay, because we have no clue, and he did already all the research, so we had nothing else to worry about it. So he did at every stage of the project, including shipping, handling. Not only that, he himself got so much stuff. If you go into Derasar, there is a beautiful ceiling, and he said, okay, I'm going to think we will make a beautiful ceiling by acrylic thing and all. How did he measure? And we did all the measurement and all, and I was saying, don't worry about it, that's not important. Let's focus on the pratima and everything. Like, it's not important. No, we need to do good job. And 2 days before, we got the acrylic sheet and got it here along with him in the suitcase. He paid a couple of extra to have just extra check-in like luggage just so that he can get this one. And then we come here and it doesn't fit. So now we have to figure out, okay, what we do. So he asked Falguni, all right, Falguni, when you come, go to this store, get this kind of cutter so we can cut this thing in the right. Like half an hour before she has to leave for airport, he said, oh, by the way, we forgot white cement. Oh. And we call here Home Depot and nobody has white cement. They say, you have to order online, and that means delivery is like 3-4 days. No, I need tomorrow, correct? So we had so many challenges, but he took care of everything with such an enthusiasm that like he carried everybody us into that. And that's why what we have in such a short time, if you see in all the work, the structure, the gabaro, everything, we're shipped one by one pieces. Every day we get one shipment here, and finally we got it. And 2 days before that, we were here till like almost like 11:30 p.m. just to assemble that all together. That's why what we have today. And he was here. He flew from India 15 days early so that he can help out there. And then Falguni joined us. So we thank you, Ernie. I know you. What is it? Okay? No, I will give 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds, please.
So Jai Jirendra, actually even though I left America around 6 years ago, so I'm always attached with Jain Center of Connect. No matter what, people say, karma bhumi. No matter whatever I am today because of Connecticut, so always in my heart I want to do something. Always thought about it कि આપણે કંઈક અમે લોકો અહીંયા 14 વર્ષ રહ્યા પછી every weekend we had committed ourselves કે ગમે તે ટેમ્પલમાં જવાનું, ન્યુયોર્ક જઈએ કે ક્યાંય પણ we were committed, but we always think આપણા સમાજમાં આપણા સંઘમાં ટેમ્પલ નથી. So finally, this is a big achievement, and thank you Amar and his team and everyone to give me opportunity to do this. Actually, બધા લોકો કહે છે I did this? No. Actually, I did not do this. Actually, I am lucky that you gave me the opportunity to do this. It is. This is finally everybody's dream come true. And hopefully, મેં એમને જ કીધું કે જો અમે લોકો અહીંયા રહેતા હો તો possibly we might have moved to Stratford near to temple and come here every day. Unfortunately, we can't do that. But thank you very much. અને really સારો જે આજે માહોલ જે ઊભો થયો છે, this is all because of everyone's effort. It is not just 1%, 2%, 3%. Everybody put a lot of effort into it, and finally the dream come true. Thank you. Jai Jinendra.
Last two before we get back to our Pratishtha event is immediately prior to me, Vinik was working on this project and he worked very hard and basically he handed over the most of the hard work he did and then I just sort of carried forward and I become the limit. But I would like Vinik to come and say a couple of words because he actually started working with ICC before me.
Jai Jinendra, everybody, and welcome to our Derasa. I just want to say very briefly, everybody said this already, nearly 40 years ago the seed was planted and the cumulative efforts of this leadership and so many countless other individuals have made this possible. And I can't emphasize enough how happy we are that we have put aside all of our differences of opinion, our different backgrounds, and we've united under HCC and JCC today. Today we wake up for our children to have Derasar in their backyard. This is something that many of our children have never had. So this is a very significant event. And with Derasar, this is only a step towards our spiritual journey, but it gives us inspiration. And for that, I am grateful. We are grateful. Thank you. Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, Vinik. And next, we'll like to recognize, so all this, it's the great functions, the way we did everything in the other room, all the vidhis and explanation of the vidhi, yesterday Naresh Uncle gave us, and he's trying to make sure that we understand what we are doing and not just blindly doing it. So I would like Naresh Uncle to come up here, please. And Meena, please.
Still, we have a main event, so I want you to have a patience. We are a little late, but no worries. I'll take care of it, everything will be all right. Only thing I will explain you, not now, as soon as they finish the program. I will explain exactly what we have to do. Thank you very much. I told you yesterday when I explained everything, that this is the beginning. Now you all have a responsibility. Think that way. બાળકનો જન્મ થાય પછી આપણે કેટલી તૈયારી કોલેજ મુખ્ય તૈયારી કરવી પડે ને તો હવે તમારા માટે જવાબદારી છે ને when I give you Raksha Putli morning, you all, I ask you to take a vow and you all decided that once a week you will visit. I hope most of them you will continue that, take care of our sasan and go further. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
And lastly, we are here in HCC building. Now we need to treat ourselves as a part of HCC family. There is no JCC, HCC. We are HCC family. We are under one roof, and it's our responsibility, our duty to support HCC and HCC project. HCC project has they have a new buildings project where they are going to build the brand new temple on the other side of the this building, and they are raising fund for that. and we as a part of HCC family or extended family of HCC, we need to support them. So I will hope that you will not only consider JCC but also HCC when you think of supporting a good organization. We are part of it. And at this point, I'm going to recognize